Down, 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 down. God, this song is really, really soothing, really relaxing. Love the soundtrack for Ape Escapes 1 and 3 so much. So good. But it is done by Soichi Terata. Am I saying that right? Terata? No. I think so. And also, hello to everybody. Hello to all of my brothers and sisters. It is your boy Kushowa back to do a chill stream. Not a game stream or the podcast. Also, hello to everybody in the chat, including Goku. And I'm sure Undead Nerd and, I don't know, probably Yannick and everybody else will join in. But I am just taking a break today to just chill and relax. Just talk. Just a chill, relax stream. I know you guys are probably anticipating me continuing Sonic Advance 1 or, I don't know, maybe streaming some other game, probably. But, after yesterday and all the pain I had to go through from that one part, I went like, you know what? I haven't done one of these in like months. Like, I can't even recall the last time I did like a talk stream. I think it's been like since 2025. Yeah, it's been that long ago. But, I just wanted to talk, relax just today. But, that's not all I wanted to do, too, besides just talking with you guys. Also wanted to update you guys in a couple of things. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot. And again, like I said, this song, pretty chill, man. Played this. I was going to play something else, but this just feels like it suits the vibe of we're just here to talk, chill, and that's it. Nothing more. So, yeah. And also, probably answer questions from you guys that I'm sure you want to ask me or whatever. But, just me talking. God, it feels like a podcast in of itself. Like, it's just like a single, like me doing this by myself podcast. I mean, honestly, I think I could easily do a podcast just of me by myself alone. Because I wouldn't mind that. It'd be pretty fun and easy to do. But, I enjoy Can the Dip. And it's with me and the boys. We get to talk about all the cool stuff that happens every week. So I wouldn't want to get rid of that podcast for nothing because it's fun. I do enjoy it. But I know sometimes it's a lot for them to constantly do it like every week. It's not easy, because we all have our lives and stuff that we do, especially them. I definitely know that you have a lot going on. I know sometimes it's not easy to kind of schedule like doing this every week. But, it's all good though. Can't blame them. Sometimes, life obligations come first. So that's truly important. All of us have important things going on in our life. So it's obvious that, that comes first. Our first priority to make sure that whatever we're doing in real life is done. And it's never done. I'm here to just relax, just to not have to worry and pull my hair out playing a game. So I'm just chilling, relaxing, and just enjoying myself. But don't worry, I'm sure tomorrow I'll play, let's see, what day is it today, actually? Thursday? Oh, wait. You know what? Tomorrow, I think I have an idea on what I want to play, but I might have to play it early if I want to be able to beat it in one go. Because normally I try my best to kind of balance out how long I stream, but I end up getting carried away and I end up extending the periods of me streaming pretty much. So yeah, the prolonging it for as long as I could, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm getting so invested into playing the game that I kind of forgot I was supposed to be like, all right, that's it, don't stream for this long. But I just have fun. That's why, That's why I like streamed for so long, which I should stick to that schedule though, and that time limit, because it's like I shouldn't be like putting a lot of stress on myself to stream for like 10 hours. I ain't like Kai Cenat or something, or these guys where, you know, they kind of do it because it's like a marathon thing. You know what I mean? So that's why. But, you know, like I said, you know, I try my best not to. But it's like one of those, you know, I just need to relax. But I do have an update for you guys, which I probably should upload and turn it into a video and probably, you know, upload it to the channel itself. But, yeah, I know that I haven't really talked about my, what's going on with my game for a while with you guys. That's only because I've been, like, you know, busy behind the scenes. You know, whenever I'm not streaming myself, like, playing a game, I'm actually working on that. Planning out a lot of things for it, including the Kickstarter. So, yeah, it's just been one of those, like, you know, like, it takes a lot of work. It's not easy. I have to be the guy that markets the, like, entire game itself, and then also direct it. I gotta become a game director. And it's pretty fun to do. I mean, you know, I'm looking forward to, like, having everybody, like, you know, do their part for the game, because everybody's been busting their ass behind the scenes. Everybody for this game. Like, we're definitely gonna get a demo playable for you guys. And for the Kickstarter itself. Just gotta have to pay that fee for, like, Steam if I want to submit my, like, you know, game and demo there. But first, I want to make sure everything is finalized, so it's, like, ready. As I don't just want to say, you know, oh, you know, I'll give this date, and then, you know, it's not ready by that time. So, yeah. But, you know, again, like I said, you know, like, I definitely will. Which, by the way, for anybody that is listening in, or I would say watching, but I feel like this is one of those, like, streams you could just listen to on the background or whatever. So, yep. For anybody who is watching or listening, it could be both, it's whatever. I have decided to make a new game studio name. Is for some reason the original name that I have, which was let me go get it right now to let you guys know, because I didn't know this, because I had to do a lot of extensive research on this, because I was curious, like, is Overdrive Games taken by anybody? Which I know you guys don't know about it, because I mean, I've been trying my best to keep it on the download for now, because again, I'm just trying to get everything done from behind the scenes. But let me go get it. Should be in a folder here, because I have, like, a whole bunch of folders for, like, all the games, and again, game requests. So don't you worry, you guys. I promise you, which, by the way, I know for most of you guys who have been wanting to see me play Silent Hill for the longest time, I have planned out when I'm going to be playing those games. And it'll probably be, like, October to celebrate the spooks, scares, and, you know, it'd be perfect for Halloween for October. It'd be, like, great. So I might do that, because then, you know, it's like, oh, I have to play Metal Gear Solid and all the Sonic games going forward, because, you know, the whole Metal Gear Solid, you know, Master Collection. Is it called that? Or I think it's called, like, the Ultimate, like, Collection or something. Like, Volume 2. Wait, no. I think it is the Master Collection. I think it is. So, yeah, like, it's a lot of games I know you guys want me to play. And all the stuff you requested. Because, honestly, you guys have a lot of good taste. It's just like me. Like, you know, there's a lot of games that, you know, I kind of, you know, look forward to playing. Some that I have playing. Some I have not yet. Also, it's good, Jalen. But, yeah, like, let me go get it. Let me go get it. I'm just looking through my folders of stuff. Also, 2017 Kushowa all over again. Also, it's good. SMB. I mean, I might use this like version of me, this cartoony night in the woods looking me, as like I don't know, maybe in the near future I might try to get like what was it called? I think it's like a PNG. Like, did I say that right? PNG tubers? Yeah. Those guys, where it's like it's technically not a VTuber, but it's like a kind of in between, where it's like, oh well, if you're broke and poor like me, where you can't really afford the super expensive stuff, then this is your best option for that. And you don't have to worry about using a webcam for it. You could technically just have a bunch of drawings done of different emotions and then just put them all together into one little program to turn it into a like kind of a again, like I said, a VTuber sort of avatar. So it's like it responds to the specific like sounds or emotions from your voice. Like if you're like happy, like you'd be like, oh my god, I can't wait for this, it's gonna be so great. And then you're like, well, it's gonna show your happy like face icon thing, animation, whatever. And then if you're sad, angry about something, confused, or like just surprise like sound in your voice, again from your emotions coming from your voice, then it will respond to a specific face to go about that particular sound. Reminds me of Vanamelons. Yeah, kind of like that. I think Snapcube has done the same thing too, which also, by the way, was good to all of you guys. Love you guys in the chat. Okay, let me see. I'm looking through the folder right now as we speak. Sorry, I'm taking really long. It's because I have a lot of folders for a lot of stuff of games and what else, like files of like sound effects for the game that I'm looking through to see what would fit and be suitable for my like game. Well, it's not even for the game, it's for the demo, because again, I don't want to work on the game just yet. I want to make sure that I have a presentable demo. Say that right? Presentable? Yeah. Demo for you guys. So that's what I want to do for this. But let me say, I think it should be in the folder for the Overdrive games, which now I might switch it to a different name altogether, because apparently I was looking into it and I found out that apparently Overdrive Games has been taken. So I considered changing the name to the obvious name that I probably will change it to, because it's not copyrighted by anybody, because nobody can. Which I'm about to say right now, but where's it? I'm looking through all the like logos, icons, beta stuff right now. Like Neko Breakout. Where is it? All right, there you go. Perfect. Okay, thank you. I got it right here. This right here. Hopefully it's not too big. It probably is. I don't know why it's like that. Why is it so large? Hold up. It should not be that large. It's not a large like image thing. Yeah, it's this that I used to have, because it was such a good like logo for it too and everything. I was like super hyped for this. I was like, man, it looks so good. Then I found out Overdrive Games is taken. I'm like, such a good name for a game studio and it's taken. And now it's like, so what am I gonna do? What am I gonna name my game studio now that Overdrive Games is taken? Well, it's obvious. Rename it to something else. N is going to be changed into something completely different now. It's no longer Overdrive Games, but it's going to be the obvious now. I think you guys might pretty much get it. Like, I don't think you guys are gonna be that oblivious to know what I'm gonna call it. Because at first I was really thinking hard about it. Because I was like, I want to name it something different that isn't just my name. So yeah, now it's going to be called Kushowa Games. Which I do have a channel for the new channel, for the new name of the new studio. I'm gonna be calling it, because obviously Kushowa Games, like nobody's gonna take that name, because you guys will know and you'll let me know, and then I could sue them for it, because it's like technically, you know, I'm the real Kushowa. Like, who else is gonna be? Wait, what the fuck is it? I love how this thing is so weird with OBS. You know, like oh my god. Don't worry, the icon and the banner, which by the way, I'm gonna link you guys to the channel. This is not a different like gaming channel. I'm gonna let you know now. I'm gonna let you know right now that is not a new gaming channel. This is my gaming studio name for it, which I'm again link you guys to it. Right now, there's not gonna be anything on it at the moment because I just made it, but I will try to upload like a teaser, like a little teaser, hopefully by the end of the year, maybe, or by winter, probably, I don't know, like January, February, around there, to let you guys see that yes, it's almost done. It's getting close to finishing the trailer. Well, the trailer itself, demo, we're working on right now, along with the Kickstarter itself, which I don't want to like, you know, just have like that done yet, because I want to make a like, you know, cover art for it. So that way it's like, okay, you guys could go and follow it, and when it's good and ready for people to go and donate whatever, there you go. Because I have a lot of stuff to prepare for if I'm gonna do something like that, because it's a lot of work. But yeah, if you guys want to go and subscribe to that for now, you can. It's there, along with the new Twitter page for it. Which again, the icon and the banner, if you see on the, you know, Twitter page and the like YouTube channel, is a work in progress and will be like changed later on to something better. Also, are you going to what's good, Yannick? Also, Saucy Dog Games. Bro, you say that right now, Jalen, and you know that's gonna be taken. Watch. I bet you I could search that up and it's already taken by somebody. I don't know. It's like, I think it's just the fact that nobody's gonna take Kushowa, obviously, because then you guys are gonna know about it. You're gonna be like, hey, Kushowa, somebody's trying to use your name. Like, you could sue them. You could sue them, Kushowa. Sue them. They don't deserve to use your name. Like all that. No, so it's gonna be like one of those. Yeah, I could go to the, like, you know, I could do the research on here and be like, you know what? Out of curiosity, wait, let me search it up just for you, Jalen. Is Saucy Dog Games taken? Let's see. I feel like it has to be. Yeah, yes, the name Saucy Dog Games is broadly taken. It is primarily claimed by the popular Japanese rock band Saucy Dog. Wait, wow. That name is taken by a Japanese, like, well, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Well, you see, that's what I mean. That's what I told you guys. That it was like taken. Which, by the way, let me also post the Twitter link to that too. I don't know if I posted it or not. No, I didn't. I did. Because I forget a lot. So there you go. But yeah, I made a Twitter page and new YouTube page for the new game studio called Kushowa Games, because at this point I try so hard to come up with an original name that isn't taken, because it's like, it's one of those things where you think you think it's not taken, but it probably is. But I guess Kushowa Games wouldn't be taken because, well, I'm the only Kushowa. And why would anybody take that name? Because then they'll be like, oh, sorry, but you don't own this because Kushowa owns this name. You know what I mean? So, yeah, obviously. But, you know, there's been a lot of names now I've thought about. And they're all just taken by somebody else. Because, again, you know, it's common words and, like, you know, names that you could see. Like, I don't know, you could type in, like, let's see. Like, I don't know, like Velocity Games. Like, you'd be like, oh, Velocity Games, you know, it's like, oh, it's fast, you know, it's quick, and then it's like, oh, it's taken. Wow, I already searched up Kush Games, and surprise, surprise, it's already taken. I mean, I'm assuming it probably is, but, you know, it's gonna be different from Kushowa. You know what I mean? But I doubt that, these guys also, wait, what? Let me look this up. Yes, Kush Games is long gone. The American sports video game developer was officially closed in 2008. Wow. Didn't know that. But not Kushowa though. This Kushowa is completely different from Kush games. But again, those guys are gone, so it should not matter anymore at all. Like they are defunct. They are done. They're gone. They will never return. In fact, if anything, they've been gone for years from what it said. So yeah, it's been that long ago. They were founded in 1998 and then closed, shop in 2008. So it's been that long. Also, it's good, spooky. So yeah, they've been done for years. But so even then, wouldn't have to worry as much. Be real with you guys. But again, like I said, now I have a new Twitter page, which I probably will get rid of the other one for Overdrive Games, because I'm not gonna bother with that one if that one's taken. You know what I mean? It should have been obvious. I should have done this from the get-go, just using my name, my YouTuber name. But it's I just wanted to do something original and different from a name for a game studio, because you got Nintendo and Capcom, and then Konami, then Square, then to Squaresoft, then Square Enix. All their cool names, and I wanted to do something like that, but I don't know, it'd be really hard to, because it's a lot of words can be taken from so many different people. It's one of those things that it's really hard to kind of come up with an original name, not using common words all the time. But again, Kushowa, obviously, it's not going to be taken. It's not a really common word. It's a word that I made up. So, yeah. Technically, it was taken from a Japanese word that I combined, but I switched around. But yeah, like I said, I think Kushowa is going to be taken like that. Also, a long time ago, you said that your name was a mix between Kush and then Showa period, right? Yep. Yes, it was. It was from the Showa period of Japan from long ago. Because, I wanted a cool Japanese name. So that's why I chose it like that. Because, I like Japanese stuff. I like Japanese games and anime. So I wanted a cool Japanese name. But, all the common ones, obviously the ones that, people would use were taken. So that's why I decided, okay, what if I switch this around instead? Then it wasn't taken. And I'm all right, there you go. Which, honestly, I think it was probably the smartest thing to do. Because now it's when people think of Kushowa, they think of me, obviously. And if you search it up, the minute you search up Kushowa, obviously I'm gonna search up in the Google search, even in Google Images, you just type in my name, Kushowa, on Google right now, and you will see my Wikipedia page, my videos, the images and icons, including the one that I use for the stream all the time, and the original icons and old screenshots from old reaction videos I did. I'm the only one you will see with that name. So yeah, it's the whole reason why I should have done this from the get-go, from a long time ago, just using the name. But again, like I said, I just wanted to do an original name. That was it. But, it's one of those things where it's you can't really, even when you try, you just kind of accept it. Can I make the logo mascot, or are you gonna use your In the Woods OC? Wait, first, give me a sec. Somebody's calling me on my phone. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. Had to deal with something important. Okay, as I was saying before, can I make the logo mascot, or you going to use your Night in the Woods OC? I mean, I might use the Night in the Woods OC as my mascot for, the logo. But I might change it up, though, a bit. Because I know that even though technically I did commission Master Rainbow a long time ago to make this, like, piece. This was, like, way back when he made this for me. When I commissioned him. But, I do want to try to make a cool, like, logo for the game studio. So that's why right now I'm using as a placeholder for the Twitter page and the YouTube channel of, the face of, this for that. So yeah. So for now, it's gonna be this. But hopefully by the end of the month, I'll try to get somebody to help me out with that. So I could change both the banner, so it won't be like, work in progress. And just actually be like Kushowa Games, like, the actual, like, little font logo thing, and then the logo itself. I don't know, my face, I guess, whatever. I don't know, like done in a cool, but I won't say artsy, like, design way. So yeah. Also, geez, I wish the Kushowapedia isn't blacklisted. Is it? I don't know. I don't really pay attention. I just know that it's still there. Surprisingly, they actually updated the Wikipedia recently. Like, I think it was updated now that I'm back. So, yeah. It's like, I'm surprised they actually remembered. But hey, that's good, I guess. It's like, it's great. But yeah, I am happy that which I probably should link the new Twitter page for Kushowa Games for there. So why are my dogs barking so much? I don't know why they bark so much. Yo, what? Hold up, you guys. Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been just checking on something. Yeah, really important stuff. Really important stuff. Ah. So, yeah. Again, like I said, it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take, like, if I had to make an estimate for how long it's gonna take. And I hope, due to all the stuff that, you know, that I've gone through, probably be, if I had to make an estimate when I'll have this Kickstarter up and running. At first, I thought it was gonna be this year, but then I realized, no. That's a unrealistic, you know, like date and time that I would have to put for this year. So I'm like, nope, can't be 2026. Probably gonna be in 2027. Probably around winter when it'll be done. Because again, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that I have to work on between not only just the Kickstarter itself. Also, I thought you were doing Patreon. I was thinking about doing Patreon. I meant, you know, at this point, I would consider that at the moment. Because maybe that would help out a lot. Probably. So who knows? So maybe. I might consider it. Because, you know, even the littlest of donations could really help. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll make a new, like, Patreon or something. Like, because I did kind of think about doing that before. For, you know, the, like, Overdrive games. Because I was kind of considering, like... Also, what's good, by the way, Wukong? I was considering between either, like, using Patreon or Kickstarter. You know, between the two. Because Patreon, it's like, you don't really have to, like... give out physical rewards or whatever, because I know Kickstarter, you know, a lot of people would donate more for that, because it's like, oh well, if you have like interesting like reward tiers for people, then, you know, then they might consider donating. And well, again, it all depends too on the game. If people are interested in it, they'd be willing to. And you know, I'm sure the game that I'm going to be making will definitely get people interested a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, I know I'm trying my best not to reveal too much of what I'm working on. I've only showed tidbits so far. But, again, trust me, you guys are going to like it when it's revealed. This is going to be worth the wait. It's because, again, it's like I said, I want to make sure everything's done right. I don't just want to be like, oh, let's just get it done quickly, because then, you know, it's gonna look sloppy, it's gonna look bad, it's not gonna live up to my standards, because, you know, it's not just you guys. I want to make sure that, you know, you're impressed by it, but myself, because if I'm not impressed, then I definitely know for certain you guys won't be. That's for certain. Like, I have a high standard of like having something look really good. But I know that due to the budget that I'm working under, I have to like work under those constraints and try my best with, you know, what I have. But yeah. Also, thank you. Appreciate it. Also, do you have hidden thumbnails from 2014 or 10? Oh, you guys are talking about the old stuff from way back in the day. I mean, I honestly, again, like I said, I never really thought about archiving a lot of the stuff I have. I didn't really think about it, because I assumed, because whenever I looked on YouTube, all my stuff would be archived already. What I mean? So I felt like I didn't need to. Like, there's a lot of channels that I still see that archived some of my old videos from when I used to react and to do like particular Let's Play game videos, or those like, oh god, that I look back at my my Gmod and SFM videos that I made, that I'm just, why did I make that stuff? But then again, it was a completely different me from back in the day, and I didn't really consider like how writing was, or how to do good storytelling or whatever. Now it's different. learned a lot, and I'm still learning how to write good stories because I want to improve and get better with it. Because honestly, I've been having fun writing my story. I've written like almost 300, and I think it's 3 or 4 pages worth of a script for this game. And it's just consistent of nothing but cutscene dialogue, and of course, story cutscene dialogue. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And there probably will be more for like, moments for like, say for example, I need to teach like the player how to like use this particular like weapon or gadget. I mean, it's gonna be gadgets, I'm gonna say. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of dialogue written. But yeah, been working hard on this. It's just really been, no, it's been stressful, but at the same time fun, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot. Also, hey Kushowa, you tried the final chapter for Xenoverse 2? No, I have not. God, I need to like play Xenoverse, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because I remember playing 1 like so long ago, and it was pretty fun, and I thought, yo, this has got to be the pinnacle of like 3D Dragon Ball games. Like, there's nothing better than Xenoverse 1, and then came like Kakarot, and then came like now the new Xenoverse 3, which looks so good. They've come a long way when it comes to like 3D modeling and animations. Like technology is advanced where you could make like really cool cell shaded 3D models that look almost like the anime or cartoons at times. Like, it's just that good. Because I look at games, for example, like Hi-Fi Rush, that look really good. And what else? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk looks good. Again, there's a lot of games. There was this other game too that I'm hyped for, where you get to play as like a train cart and do all these crazy over the top moves. Forgot what it was called. But yeah, though, I should play Dragon Ball games on here. I'm sure a lot of you would love that, and probably any other anime game, like something from like Yu Yu Hakusho, because I know that one has a couple of games. Full Metal Alchemist. What else? I think Bobobo has a couple, which I would definitely be down to play. Anything Bobobo related. Love that anime. I know a long time ago there was like Death Note games, but they never, I don't know if they came to the States or not. I forgot if they did during the popularity of Death Note at that time. Now it's like, I don't think people remember that much of Death Note. I mean, kind of, I wouldn't say that people don't. People like that anime. Still a cult classic to this day. But yeah, there's a lot. Oh yeah, the Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Oh my god, you would have to play through all those games from the first, then the second, then the third, then the new one, which I think it's called what, Sparking Zero? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Dragon Ball games. Say that a lot. I'll be down for it. Also, I want to write a story of my own about a group who were once working for the Yugoslavia, but were all killed in action and ended up in a world similar to Hell of a Boss. That'd be an interesting story. I mean, like I said, whenever you come up with your own characters and stories, I think it's a lot better to do than just taking like a bunch of like characters from already well established like IPs and trying to like do like some fan fiction stuff. I think it's funner to make your own stories and characters, because that means you know how the characters are going to be and you know where the story is going to go, so you get the opportunity to decide how it like ends up, and how long you think you want the story to be. I mean, for me, for my game, I definitely have planned out a lot. But first, I don't want to think about like, the future just yet for that. I want to think about just getting this done first. because I don't want to be like, oh, I have all these ideas and stuff yet, but I need to focus on the one thing first, because if you focus on too many ideas all at once, then you're never gonna get stuff done. That's the one thing I think a lot of people need to stop doing whenever they're super creative. And don't get me wrong, it's fun to come up with a lot of ideas, but first you have to execute the first idea before even thinking about doing more. Because if you don't execute the first idea properly, then it's never gonna get done. And then you're just gonna have your brain wrapped around like, doing all this other things, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna become overwhelmed and you're not gonna get anything done. So what you need to do first is just focus on the one thing you're doing at the moment. And once you see that it's fully completed, like it's done, like it's ready to go, then you move on to the next thing. And for me, I don't have the luxury to even do stuff like that. Not yet. So I have to focus on the one thing that matters, and it's getting the trailer done for this game and a demo. Because, I could give you guys a trailer and that's it, and you guys could just be like, oh, just donate, and, if you see any things you like in, like, the reward tiers, then there you go. But I feel like, when you offer players a demo, then that gives them time to really think it through, like, if they truly like the game enough, like the gameplay and the idea and the concept, that they'll be willing to donate. And I think that's way better. It's way better. Demos are good. In fact, that's the whole reason why people will get into these like IPs in the first place. I mean, that's how it was for me back in the day growing up as a kid. Whenever I played demos from like PlayStation Underground or PC or sometimes Nintendo with the like kiosks and the original Xbox, all that stuff, which was cool. I like, playing demos. And it's sad that, demos are still a thing now, don't get me wrong. But, when they used to be on, like, the PlayStation Underground magazine and all that stuff. At least back in the day. Now it's all digital and, that's just how it is. So, I don't really complain about it. Makes it easier to just, get access to the demo and just play the game and see if you like it. If you're interested, you'll spend money on it. Yeah. But yeah, I have pretty much my entire plan of what I need to get done, which is Kickstarter, trailer, and demo. It's the three main things. So I have a lot of stuff behind the scenes that need to be worked on before even thinking about like what I'm gonna do next. Or like, after this game, because I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna think about anything right now besides getting this done. Then once I get the funding for said game, then I will think about where to go forward. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not like one of those guys where it's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like just fucking going on this like going for a ride and shit. Like I'm just like kind of seeing where it goes and that's it, and don't have a plan at all. There's some people that kind of do that and then it's fine, but for me, I'm like, nah, I do have a plan. I already have everything planned out and how I want it to be, but I don't want to just like, say or set whatever I have in motion just yet until I know for certain everything is done. And also, yes, I will try to play all those Dragon Ball games. Also, have you ever played Corpse Party? Oh yeah. I remembered seeing gameplay of it, but I never got the chance to play it. I heard that it's a interesting game. Like it was a cult classic for a lot of people that liked what was it called? Like visual novel games? Is that what they're called? 'Cause I don't think it's like a RPG. It's not like turn-based. It's like, it's like all these games like, like Ace Attorney, where, it's kind of like you read a lot of dialogue and then you kind of, continue the story. And there's going to be moments and you have to be careful how you do this particular thing because then it determines a particular ending. So your actions, you got to really think them through when you do it. So yeah, I mean, I thought about it though. I mean, maybe I should. I mean, it's probably easier to like play this game now that it's done. So yeah, I'd be down for it. And also for me, what custom character did I make in Xenoverse 1 and 2? I forgot if it was like I think I made a Saiyan. I think I made a Saiyan. Like I didn't want to become like an Earthling and be like, everybody would be an Earthling. I'd be a Saiyan. I think there's like an option where you could be like a Majin, right? Like one of the Boos. You could be a Boo yourself, or you could be a Namekian, or even I forgot the name of Frieza's race, but you could be like Frieza, I think. But I forgot what races you can be. But I chose to be a Saiyan, obviously. So yeah. Oh yeah, if you wanna subscribe to the, again, like I said, there hasn't been anything uploaded just yet, but hopefully I want to get a teaser done by next year. So at least, you guys could see that the progression for this is going smoothly, at least. And, I'm not just like saying what I'm saying, because again, like I said, it takes a lot of hard work. But Overdrive Games, I will definitely try to like not use that channel. I mean, I kind of used it for like storing all the music that I like listening to from like, jungle, drum and bass and all that stuff. So, maybe I'll just use it for that, for my playlist of music, because, I have a thing for listening to jungle music a lot. Drum and bass from like 90s stuff, and probably like 2000 style music that people are still making to this day, which is crazy. People still make that style of music. But then again, I think it's died down since like the 90s. It's just like, it's here and there. But again, for anybody who's interested in following the Twitter page, I won't be like, retweeting or reposting anything from there just yet. I want to keep it clean until I'm ready to post a teaser for it, So if anybody's interested, there you go. For both, which I might put in the description for everybody who's interested in wanting to follow that. Because right now I don't want to post anything, because I don't want like it to be like cluttered with dumb stuff like, hey, look at this cool like retweet from this gaming studio and this just yet, because I want it to be filled with just me showing off like the game itself first. I don't want to get anything done just yet, but I might try to update the description, I guess, so if people see it, there you go. Which also, by the way, just to let you guys know about the whole, because I'm looking at it right now as I speak for the description. Speaking of the Carrie Means thing, like it seems like he's managed to get the funding for, him not being able to become homeless now. So he's fine. So I'm glad that he's okay. So I don't have to worry anymore, because I was kind of like a little bit worried about him, but I feel like he's gonna be okay. He'd managed to get the money he needed to like pretty much not go homeless, so I'm happy. Thank God though, because I again, like I said, I feel bad for a lot of these voice actors. Like they go through a lot. You know what I mean? It's not easy. But then again, it's not easy for any of us, honestly. It's not just them. They're not going through their own shit too. It's just all of us together. We're all going through something in our life. Our lives are not easy. It's a struggle every day to just get up and do the things we do. It's really, really hard. But, we get up every day and we try. Because that's all we can do. Okay, let me update this now. because now we don't have to worry about him anymore. Glad, and I'm happy. And boom, there we go. The Twitter and I guess, you know, YouTube like page for both the gaming studios for Kushowa Games and Kushowa Games Twitter page. So it should be good. So we're good. Also, John, didn't you have a gaming channel around 2021 and 2022, but you stopped doing it? Yeah, that was a long time ago, but now I've made this one, and now I'm doing gaming content again on this, and I've been pretty consistent. I haven't really stopped at all for 2 years straight. Like, I made this channel, like, in, like, 2024. It's been 2 years now. And it's still going. It's growing slowly but surely. So it's been, like, good. It's been fine. Which I'm happy about. I'm glad. I know it's not, like, up there with, like, the original channel, but I don't honestly mind that. Because, you know, I don't mind it the way it is at the moment. Just it being small how it is. Because I don't want to, like, become, like, these other guys where it blows up and stuff. You know? Because I just want to make game streams, but you know, in the near future I might consider making like YouTube videos of a particular series I want to do stuff like I said, where I wanted to make that one series I wanted to make a long time ago about my like Twitter like page, because that Twitter page that I made before is filled with crazy stuff that, you know, appears on my feed, and I don't know why. Is that right? Feedback. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today. But yeah, like, there you go. Kushowa Games. That's the new Twitter page. Not Overdrive Games anymore. That I probably will delete and have the new Twitter page for this instead. Only to stay more consistent. But I won't be like really using it just yet, because again, like I said, I want to keep it like just on a like clean slate of just having no like retweets or reposts of anything, because I just want it to be like ready, like prepared for when the time comes when I need to use it. But again, you know, at first I wanted to make a different like name for the game studio, but I don't have much of a choice. So I'm like, Kushowa Games it is. Or, you know, it could also be called Kushowa Studios too, because again, that's another name that's not taken. But you know, I like Kushowa Games because it'll emphasize like, yeah, I make games. But you know, I can make a new name too for Kushowa Studios, and there you go. Sure, it'll be fine. Because I could look up Kushowa Studios and, you know, it's not going to be taken, obviously. You see it right now. I'm looking it up right now and it's not taken. See? Look it up right here. It's like, it's unclear whether you are referring to a specific username handle on social media or a physical filming location. Kushowa is an online content creator who streams, edits, and produces reaction videos. However, there's no major global recognition, corporate or independent entertainment enterprise officially operating under the name Kushowa Studios. Exactly. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna take it. Only I could, because then everybody else is gonna know. I said this before, like a few minutes ago. So, yeah. So if I want to use that for like the time comes, like once I'm done with this game and I want to make like animation, like I don't know, for example, anime, then I could. Or TV shows. Then it'd be perfect. God, this music is so chill. I love this song. So good. Super, super chill. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys following the actual like Twitter page and YouTube channel for them. Again, I apologize if, you know, I know there's not a lot to be shown at the moment for either, but when the time does come when I will be able to present something, I will. So yeah. I definitely will show off a lot for you guys. Be worth it. Because I did hire a lot of talented people to help me with this. Because, I realize I can't do this on my own. I gotta have like a massive ego and think like, oh, I could do everything. I'm like a one-man army and shit. I'm like, nah. That would make me really delusional. And, sometimes you could do stuff by yourself if you want to. Because I've heard stories about people that have worked on like cartoons, animations, and video games and movies by themselves without needing a full team. But it takes years to get that done, though. Like, that's something that, takes a lot of work. And that means you're doing everything. You're not just doing one particular thing. You're doing a lot. So, yeah. But, like I said, I'm not delusional. I know when I need help, I need help. That's why I'm able to find the right people to help me out with this. And I can't wait for all of the assets to be done for this demo and for the trailer. Because the music in this is just, oh my god. I have no idea. It sounds so good. Like, the music so far has been one of my favorite things, and the concept art just alone is great for all the characters that I've worked on. Like, these, like, my artist, she's fucking talented. She has gotten this stuff done. Amazing person. And even the guy who's worked on like the objects, like pretty much just like gadgets, weapon type, like concept art that looks so good. I'm hyped for that. Like, it looks amazing, fantastic, like phenomenal. And now I'm looking forward to seeing how the concept art for the levels are gonna be. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, this is just like basic stuff. Like, it's nothing to be like, oh my god, it's gameplay. It's just like, the stuff that, gives the, like, say when I have to have my 3D modeler for both the characters and the environment, show off, like, okay, here you go. Here's like somewhat of a visual understanding of like how I want everything to look, for the levels and for my characters. Like, that gets me hyped, and when I see it come to 3D, it's gonna be, oh my god, it's gonna be fantastic. Like, I'm hyped, really hyped for it. You guys have no idea. Like, I'm just, man, I can't wait though. Like, I'm just like filled with like positivity, anticipation, like so many things, excitement, and joy, and hope for my game. Like, it gets me hyped, man. It really does. It's a lot of work we've put into this, and I think it's gonna be worth it. And I feel like the minute you guys see it come to fruition, like, it's gonna be, wait, did I say the right fruition, I think? But yeah, it's, god, man, I do not know how to talk today. My dumb brain is just like not knowing how to speak. But yeah, when it does happen, you guys are gonna say, it'd be great. Like, I'm really excited to say that, and I think you guys will be too. But let me see, what else do you guys have to say in the chat? Never trust Hollywood these days. They ruin classic movies for me. Oh, trust me. Like I said, that's why I didn't decide to go like, full on AAA with my game. Like my idea, because I know that you can't trust these guys. I mean, look at what happened with Sony, and then Microsoft. It's kind of iffy with them a bit, because it's like it's not that what they're doing is bad, but then there's like moments where you see like them laying off an entire gaming studio or people, and it's like it kind of makes you a little bit concerned about if you really want to approach them with something like this. But then again, I've heard too that apparently they're also going around like offering like a lot of money to like indie devs, because they're like, oh hey, heard you're working on a pretty cool game over here. We give you money if you could get it done under a year. And you also make it exclusively on our platform for 1 year. So it's like one of those things where it's like, if my thing is done and I get the funding for this and they approach me, it'd be crazy. I mean, I don't think they would. Because I don't think they would see, my gaming studio and the game and be like, man, we're gonna approach you because I have a lot to get done. But I would just be like shocked if that happened. I wouldn't even be able to fathom something like that because I didn't even think Microsoft would be able to come to me for like that. Also, becoming famous is not fucking easy and it's not a game. Oh yeah, of course. Like, obviously. Like, it's not easy to become famous. It comes with a lot of its own caveats. Like, it comes with so much pressure that you have to deal with. Not easy. Like, it is difficult. Like, it's not something that, the minute you have it, like, that's it. Like, you live the great life. Like, has its pros and cons. Don't get me wrong. Like, you have the whole, well, you're making money now. A lot of money. And that gives you the ability to live a comfortable life and choose where you want to live and live happy. But at the same time, too, it comes with, like, if you're famous, like a celebrity, like The Rock or Scarlett Johansson or, like, I don't know, Justin Bieber, all these guys, then, it's like you have a lot of money. You get to live a great life, but then it comes with the stresses of, like, having to deal with, like, making your music, which I know that's not the part that's stressful, but with dealing with a lot of fans that, always get in your face or demanding you to do this, this, and this. And that's for, like, musicians. Imagine for, like, movie studios, gaming studios, or comic book studios, like, again, anime studios, all those studios for all those things. Like, they have to deal with, like, oh, I gotta get this done. Then we have to deal with fans sending death threats. And then, you have to go to these conventions to, answer questions. And then, you have to deal with the money, getting the funding for it because, you need the funding and it's a lot of money. And then, if you're, backed up by a actual company, then they only give you a particular budget to do this thing. So it's, again, like I said, a long list of things that I can, tell you and why it's stressful. That's just, it's just how it is half the time. That's the life you choose if you want to make games or make anime, manga, comic books, movies, or even music, just about anything, even being a YouTuber, being a quote unquote, in people's words, influencer. It's just a life. Like, everything comes with a lot of stress. There's not any given moment where life is not stressful for any little thing. It is. But it just depends on how you handle such stress. Like, if you think you could, like, endure it, then, well, go for it. Also, just don't work for PlayStation. Oh, trust me, Spooky. I know. I really thought things through for a lot, right? Well, look, this is like one of those things where it's going to be really, it's going to be complicated with them because right now everybody's pissed off at Sony at this moment. And I can't blame anybody, man. Because people want physical games, but it's like one of those things where there's like two sides to this whole, like, debacle. Where it's like, people are like, oh, but you need to keep physical media alive for, preserving, video games and also movies, preservation is pretty important to society because they want to be able to, like, provide, like, all this old media to the next generation of, like, gamers or, like, I don't know what you call movie, like, people, like, viewers or watchers or goers, but I forgot the name you call them. But, people that watch movies, to be able to see, like, where it all started or to watch this old media because maybe they're interested in the old stuff because, it's not just like, oh, people enjoy new things, obviously. If something's new and it comes out, people are going to be interested in that thing, obviously. But sometimes people like the old stuff too because it's just that good. Still, like, goated to this day. It's still great. Still cool to enjoy when it comes to playing old video games. Old video games will never not stop being good. Like, it will always be enjoyable. Even to kids now. There's kids now growing up with, like, video games that are, like, probably like 10 or like probably in high school, and you know, they like the old stuff because they see the appeal in it. I mean, you know, stuff like, again, Undertale, Deltarune, Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, that were inspired by old video games wouldn't have become popular if people weren't interested in that genre and that style of gaming. And to this day, people still like play them because, you know, they're just that good. And they will continue to be remembered, and they will continue to thrive. Also, it's best to go indie and publish on Steam and itchy.io. No, I mean, obviously I'm gonna publish it on Steam and obviously itchy.io, because I heard apparently that, you know, if you want to publish your game on there, you don't have to pay like a fee. I heard it's free, apparently. So if you want to just upload it on there, if you want it to be a free game, you could. If you want it to cost like a particular amount of like dollars, then you could. So I went like, no, maybe I will do that. On Steam, I definitely know there is a fee. So I definitely will have to pay that. I also thought about Nintendo too, because I did see there was a site for that where you technically could publish it, but I know there's particular criteria you have to meet in order to like publish your game on there. And I heard too, apparently you could also make physical like games as well, which I'm sure is going to be a plus for a lot of people. Because it's like, oh, if someday the Switch 2 servers go down, which if it's going to happen for Switch 1, it will definitely happen for Switch 2. For whenever they make their next console, which won't be anytime soon, because the Switch 2 is still too recent and new to like even think about moving on to a new console. Because it came out like last year, so I don't think we have to worry about that at the moment. But in case if time does come when it gets to that point, at least, you know, you have physical games. And I do hope for Nintendo that their next console, they won't go full digital and decide to abandon physical media altogether, because that would be horrible. Because at this point, it's just gonna make people want to go to PC even more so. Because it's like, if you're just gonna have us not own anything on consoles anymore, then why even bother? Just build a PC. You know what I mean? Like, or own a Steam Deck. It's the same thing anyways. So at that point, I think you would get a lot more from your, like, out of your bang for buck, you know, when it comes to PC than consoles. Because you'll do a lot more in PC than consoles would. And I don't hate consoles. I grew up on video game consoles like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, even 4, PSP. I did play Vita. I never really owned that. Nintendo, I didn't own. I think one of my friends did. My cousin. I forgot. I did own a Super Nintendo back then, and a Sega Genesis, and the Atari 2600. I think we did own a Nintendo 64 along with the PlayStation 1 too. I never owned a Sega Saturn. Somebody else did. Dreamcast I never owned. Again, went to a friend's house to play that. You know, it's kind of like one of those, you know, you take your console from home and then you put it in your bag, backpack, whatever, and then you just bring it to your friend's house and then you just play your games and be like, all right, we'll play your console first with your games, and then once we're done playing that, then we'll swap over to my console and play the games that I have on this to play that. So it's like one of those. But I owned a lot of video games from like Nintendo Wii, PS2, Nintendo GameCube, of course Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, 3DS. Owned a lot of those. Original Xbox, I never really owned it. Again, played it at a friend's house. That's how I get the chance to, well, I mean, I did play Halo, but it was on PC. But then later on, I got a 360, which was great. Again, like I said, with the Wii, PS3. And then later on, I got the chance to play the Wii U. Wasn't bad. PS4, I did own. But then that was like the last time I ever owned a Sony-related piece of hardware, like consoles or handheld, because they stopped making PSPs altogether. And after that, PS5, and I didn't bother getting the PS5. because, you know, I'm like, I already have my PC. Like, why do I need a console that I'm just gonna ignore? It's gonna collect dust. You know what I mean? Xbox One, I never really owned. Again, like I said, I went to my friend's house to play that. That's how I got the chance to play Dead Rising 3 and Killer Instinct, to the newer one, at the time when it was new. Not anymore. It's been like years for that. So yeah. Again, it's a lot of stuff, man. Also, I miss those days. You and me both, Wukong. You and me both. If Nintendo got to that point, people will have switched to PC or Xbox now. At this point, right now, people are just really concerned for the future of gaming, because they don't know how to feel anymore, because it feels like Sony is spiraling, and it's just, I get it. I know the reason why they're doing this is because, you know, producing discs can be expensive, and I don't know, maybe they see that, you know, when it comes to, like, I don't know, there's probably like a chart or something that shows off like the sales of like what does better between physical like games and digital games, and I'm assuming digital games are doing well, but, you know, there's gonna be, it depends on the game, and that's why, you know, sometimes physical games will do better and digital might be better more so. But again, I feel like at the end of the day, people still want physical games. And maybe it's also the fact too that, I don't know, like I don't know how it works in gaming companies, but I know like shareholders, investors usually have a say in like how they want like the company and the direction of like their, like, you know, studios, of any game studio to go. And I guess they see that digital is becoming the way of the future, because, you know, people do enjoy portable gaming. Portable gaming's been like a massive thing since like back in the day for the Game Boy and Sega Game Gear and the PSP. And, you know, I guess, you know, with how well the PSP Go did at the time, and, you know, Vita, 3DS, a lot of these games where they offered the ability to buy games digitally, I guess they wanted to go in that direction, because it was just more convenient. Because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, some people aren't as lazy to go to a game store and buy a game. Then there's others where it's like, I don't want to deal with people and their like attitudes. People giving me like flack, all that. So buying it digital would be better because I don't have to wait on a line and it's already there. You know, as long as I have a good internet connection, I should be fine. And that's how it is. That's how people see it. And that's what I assume is why digital games do pretty well. But at the same time, too, is that, you know, again, owning physical games is a must always for, again, preserving, like, you know, video games as a whole. Is, again, like I said, unlike, you know, PC, you don't have to worry about Steam being like, oh, we're done. Like, we're moving on to Steam 2 or something. Like, they're having a new launcher now. For consoles, for like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, there's always that lingering, like, you know, thing in the back of our minds that, you know, there's gonna come a point where a few years later, there used to be new hardware will expire for them, and they'll realize this is not the new thing anymore, and they want to move on to the next thing. That servers will slowly close down for the old stuff, hence PS3 and, you know, I guess, you know, like PSP, and then you no longer will be able to purchase said games anymore, which just sucks, because it shouldn't have to be like that, but it's just how it is. It's really sad. Is, you know, sometimes we want to play the old stuff because we just like the old games because they're still fun and enjoyable. And maybe there's just some newer games we're not interested in. And trust me, there's a lot of new games now. I'm not going to be one of those people that have the mindset of like, think like, you know, new games suck ass now or whatever. Gaming is dead, because, you know, there's a lot of good like stuff now. It's because you just have to look. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just keep searching. You should be fine. But At this given moment, it's gonna be like that. But yeah, I could kind of understand though why people would get angry though at something like this, because they want physical games. We want to be able to enjoy the games even when the servers are down. And if PS6 is gonna go in this direction, yeah, nah, it's over. It's really over. It's done. So yeah. But again, like I said, at this point, it's going to be one of those, it's going to be two ways. People will continue to buy consoles and go digital and not care because they don't, like, normal consumers don't give a fuck. Or people will grow a brain and just go to PC. Because at least, you know, you could do a lot more with PC. Watch movies, games, read books. Like, you know, like if you're like an artist, like draw, make music. Also make music on here with any music software or DAW, whatever. Or animator. You know, again, if you're an artist. And what else? 3D, again, being an artist, making 3D models on like Blender, Maya 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, whatever. Mondo. Or becoming a programmer, just making websites, or, you know, developing games, like a lot of stuff. So again, there's a lot you can do with the PC more than you could with a gaming console. So I say it's a better investment than just spending money. But I understand that people can't afford to buy a PC, but you don't have to spend like $2,000, $3,000 on a good PC. You could still buy something that's doable. Like it's like, it could be in like the under the $1,000 price range of, like, you know, like buying stuff like a PC. You could buy like $700 PC, probably 600, maybe even 500. It could be like, you know, good enough to run like okay games. I mean, you probably might have to, you know, put your games at like low settings for a lot of stuff, but at least you could still play them. So you'll be fine. So you'll be okay. You'll be like fine. Also, what's good, by the way, Fabian. So one could only hope the audience or consumers can grow a brain, but a lot of people are rightfully mad at Sony. So maybe there's hope that it'll get Sony to stop making terrible decisions. You know, Wukong, I wish that were the case, man. I really do. And there are a lot of people right now making a massive stink about it, and I'm glad. Because Sony needs to stop doing this shit, man. They really need to stop making these terrible business decisions and just make stuff that people want. Say, like, it's not that hard. Like, I don't know why companies have a hard time listening to us. Like, I don't know why. Like, why is it so hard to listen? Like, I get it. I know. You want to do your thing. You want to have the whole mentality of, like, you think you're right. And, you know, the decisions you're making are good. And you think you know what's right for the gamer or consumers, whatever. But sometimes it's not always the case. Sometimes you're not going to always be right about a lot of things. I know I'm wrong for a lot of things. And then there's times where I could be right about stuff. You know, that's okay. It's okay to admit that sometimes you could be right and wrong, especially being wrong. Because I've had my moments a lot. But I don't know, man. It's like people let, like, you know, being a big CEO or, I don't know, developer or president, whatever, of a company or studio, letting it get to their heads, man. Like, it's just one of those things. Also, I've heard GTA 6 will not release a physical game for the PlayStation. I think they're not going to be doing that, period, for PlayStation or Xbox. Oh, yeah, it's like done. It's done for them. Also, Sony basically just said, F you and you will be happy. They're greedy assholes. Yeah, essentially. It's going to be. That really sucks. Like, it should not have to be like that. But it's going to be. And that's going to scare off a lot of their fans, because they don't realize that, you know, the only reason they choose consoles in the first place is because it's the cheaper alternative to playing video games. Although now it's starting to become more of a luxury for a lot of people, where it's like, you got to be rich to own stuff like this. Which it shouldn't have to be, because back in the day, it used to be at a reasonable price to own video game consoles. and like handhelds too. But now it's not seeming like it is anymore. It feels like now it's like if you're just going to be spending a lot of money to buy this stuff, you might as well just go PC anyways. Save you the trouble. Because at least, you know, you could still own all the games on there. Like you have like GOG in Steam, where there is ways to technically take the game from your Steam list and put it onto a disc and make it physical if you wanted to. Because you could own like CD, Blu-ray drives for your PC that you could connect. Like it doesn't have to be from a USB or digital. Like you technically could make physical based PC games to this day and age. But it just requires a lot of work to do it. Also, let me see. All right, guys. I'm gonna go feed my dog. Kusha, if you're done by the time I get back, then I'll see you later for Sonic Advance 2. Yep. I will definitely play Sonic Advance 2, like when I get the chance, once I'm done with 1, because I do want to finish that one. It's because the other day, that took a lot out of me. A lot out of me. But yeah, like I said, man, I don't know. Like, it's like the gaming has become something else. I don't know anymore. Like it's really hard to like say where gaming will go. Like I can't say that gaming is dead, because if gaming were dead, then you wouldn't be seeing people still play video games, because games like Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite, and, you know, single player games like Resident Evil, and I will also say Monster Hunter, because I know that's multiplayer and single player at the same time, and, you know, Silent Hill, F, and so many other games, even Deltarune and Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, Anton Blast, you know, like a lot of games would not be played right now. I mean, hell, I'm sure there's still people playing Helldivers to this day and age, or Warframe, or even, you know, the game I used to play like every like so often was the First Descendants. Like, again, a lot of these games. So gaming is not dead. People always make that whole, like, you know, when you see people in their videos and titles being like, oh, gaming is dead, it's like, bro, the only games you have on your game list is NBA 2K, Grand Theft Auto 5, Fortnite, and Call of Duty. Like, you don't play anything but that. Go play other games that's not just that. Stop saying gaming is dead. It's because you don't know how to, like, expand your horizon and, like, play something else that isn't just the main 4 popular games. Stop doing that shit. I hate it when people do that. They have it on their videos thinking that gaming is dead. It's not dead, because if it were dead, then why are people still playing all these games? Even VR too. People said like, oh, VR is dead. People are still making VR games. All these games are still being developed. Like Minecraft is still being updated frequently, so much. Like, gaming is not dead, and it's never going to be dead. It's always going to be alive. It's just creativity slowly diminished over time. I would say more so for AAA. Indie has its, again, moments where, you know, it's like, oh, there's this new game that I've never seen anybody make before and it looks cool. Then there's the same, like, you know, it kind of falls in the same category of like where you see all the free to play stuff, or, you know, the same, like, you know, third person over the shoulder, you know, style games. You know, it's like you see a lot of 8-bit, 16-bit games. People get tired of those. Or the same low poly horror games that, you know, people keep making. And I get it. I know that's for reasons that, oh, it's because budgetary reasons, because, you know, sometimes as an indie dev, you're kind of limited to the funding that you have, and you gotta make do with what you got. And if this is the style you gotta go for your game, then go for it. You know? But, you know, I can't say that it's only a AAA thing. It could be the same for indie too. But indie at least gives you the chance to be more creative and either make something that nobody is ever playing, or decide to make something that somebody has made, but make it fresh and new again. Again, like I said, like, for example, Jet Set Radio. You know, nobody thought that Sega would ever bring that back, and they're bringing it back. All because of Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, you know, Team Reptile. These guys, they were super creative enough to be like, hey, we have the team to make a game like this, so let's do it. And they did it. They made a lot of money. Sega realized, oh, wait a minute, we should make money just like them and bring that back. Which begs the question, like, so you waited for somebody else to make this style of game that you could have made years ago, but chose not to because you didn't see the money in it, and now that you see the money in it because of them, you want to do it? Really makes you think that sometimes, you know, these AAA companies can be scared of indie devs because they could do it. They want to go and rip an IP from under their fucking feet. They could. They'll be like, yo, give me that. It's mine. You won't do it. I'll do it. And also, hello, Let's Play Baseball. And yes, this channel is going to be alive. Trust me, I'm not deleting the channel at all. Again, Kushowa Games is just a gaming studio, like, channel. That's it. That's all it's gonna be. Just letting you know right now about that. I'm letting everybody know. This channel will not be deleted. I will continue to make streams for this channel. Me playing games and doing the podcast. And also doing these every once in a while because, yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. So yeah. Because, you know, I think I wanted to just chill for today. Just talking with you guys and answering questions. At this point, I might as well have called it a Q&A. So, yeah. But like I said, this channel's not going anywhere. It's not going to be like the other channels where it's like deleted, I'm gone, won't ever see me again. Still going to be like maintained. I'm always going to keep doing streams on here. But as for making videos, I might consider doing that again because I do want to. Because I have a couple of ideas for stuff I want to do that would be really fun. Especially for me, because I think it'd be pretty funny. Like, you guys have no idea the amount of stuff that I've thought of to make it to videos that would be really fun. So, you know, I'll be okay. Trust me. Be fine. Also, have you seen Violent Jack Evil Town? It's one of the gruesome animes that feels like watching Mortal Kombat fatalities in an anime. Yeah, I think, didn't Handsome Jack? No, not Handsome Jack. No, it's Violent Jack. Is that Handsome Jack? I think it's the guy from Borderlands that I was thinking about. But Violent Jack, though. Violent Jack. I know that series has been around for years. It's super old. Really, really old. And I've been wanting to watch the OVA, but it never got a full, like, anime. I don't know if they, like, any anime studio would consider it because they didn't see if it would be worth the money or worth the time. Even though technically it is, because it's done by the creator of, like, Devilman. So honestly, it'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Like, it all really depends. But you know, I'll wait and see. Because I think it still has potential to be good. Like, it has a lot of potential. It's really good. The manga is good itself. It gets pretty, like, dark and bloody and gory at times. Like, almost like Berserk. But, you know, before Berserk was the thing. But, wait. Before I continue talking with you guys, let me save all the stuff that you guys have requested for the Dragon Ball related, like games. 'Cause I know you guys have been wanting me to play so many games on here, which again, I appreciate immensely for you guys asking me. So I don't really, like, mind it at all. Okay, there's Dragon Ball. Okay, and then Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Actually, Wukong? Should save that, because that seems like a pretty good, like, idea for a game to play. Also, why did it open my emulator for? What is with you? What is with you, PC? What are you doing? Let me put that in the games request folder. For Dragon Ball. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Also, see, in case it makes sure that, you know, it's like, also drum and bass is dopamine. my ears. It is. It's a really good music genre. Like if you could find the right one, you'll find a lot of good stuff from that genre of like music. Like it's good. Also, wait, people still do early 2000s music and songs. Like, holy shit. Yep, they still do. This day and age. Like, again, people still like the music. Also, what's good, by the way, Clover? I'm sorry if I didn't see you say hello. I know Evil Sonic fan was here. I don't know if he still is. Honestly, it would be really funny if the other consoles start doing physical media just to drive people away from Sony. Like, take advantage of it. That's what I mean. Like, yo, if Microsoft is smart like they are, take advantage of this opportunity and make physical games still. Like, be like, oh, hey, you know, Sony's not doing this, but we are. Yo, that's how you'll win the Japanese audience. You'll actually give Japanese people a reason to own an Xbox, like, for once. And don't get me wrong, there was a small percentage of Japanese players that did technically own it. Not just for, like, collecting, but for actually playing. But they could do it. Like, yo, Microsoft needs to fucking think for once and take advantage and be like, we're going to continue making physical games for our new console. If they do that, oh my god, yo, they're gonna dominate and surpass the PlayStation 6. Then people would buy an Xbox more. And then, you know, studios would be interested in Microsoft, you know, like Xbox, and want to publish more on their console because they'll see the fan base of like people that still want to own physical games. Will be great, really great. Also, imagine if all gaming companies tried to release a new console every few years like they do with the cell phones. I mean, yeah, technically that's how it was back in the day for Atari, and then Sega with Nintendo, and then Sony came in, then Microsoft. There's been a lot of people that have done that. Atari has stopped making hardware a long time ago. They stopped making consoles so long ago because, you know, of all the, again, like I said, this falls to like how Sony is with their poor business decisions of like how they want, you know, gamers to like purchase their hardware. And also the fact that it didn't help that Sega constantly kept releasing console after console every year or two instead of giving it a few years to like, you know, kind of like, you know, expand. You know what I mean? And I also heard the Sega Saturn, it didn't really help with a lot of game developers too back then. From what I've heard as a kid, where they didn't send them like developer kits, and it made it really hard to program for the console. So they just had to figure it out, because it's like usually when it comes to like, you know, back in the day, and I'm assuming it's still done to this day and age, is that they would send special gaming developer kits of these said consoles that allow gaming studios, companies, to understand how the hardware works, so they know the limitations on how far they could take their game. And it's still done to this day and age. Still done like that. So, like, if you don't provide that to these like gaming, like, you know, developers, publishers, then yeah, what do you expect? They're not going to be able to make games for you if they don't understand the hardware. Like what? You expect people to have a brain and know what the console is like when they don't know? That's like expecting somebody to go into a minefield but blindfolded and expect like, oh, you don't need to see to like survive. You'll be fine if you're blind. You're okay. You won't step on one of them and explode. You have your instincts. That's what matters, right? What? Sounds so dumb. Also, I did own a Sega Genesis at one point. I mean, it's a good console. 32X wasn't bad. Sega CD had some good games too. Can't really say. Also, if I got the point, spooky, people will be been pissed because they cannot keep up with the consoles due to them getting released a few years. Yep, exactly what I meant by Sega. God, I'm starting to read the stuff you guys are sending now. Make good games for your consoles instead of wasting all your money and efforts into walking movie simulators. That's what I mean. Like, yo, Sony has so many good IPs. They have so many good IPs and they don't take advantage of that. Like, yo, they got Ape Escape and Parappa, Patapon, and Hot Shots Golf. At one point, I think they had Toomba because, of, the studio Whoopi. What else? They had Sly Cooper from Sucker Punch. Naughty Dog with Jak and Daxter. I mean, they still have, Ratchet and Clank, so that's fine. But again, like I said, all these good games, they don't do much with them. I mean, they still continue with God of War, obviously. It's like their, moneymaker. Next to, ever so often, Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man and Gran Turismo. Because, people still like racing games. People still like cars. It's always going to be like that. And of course, the obvious game that they continue to make more remasters and remakes for is The Last of Us. Because they just love that series to death. So, like I said, man, they have a lot of good IPs. I mean, look at Nintendo. They take advantage of that. Because before, they were, specifically making games for, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Splatoon, and Animal Crossing. And then they realized, wait, we have Metroid. Let's make new games for Metroid. And they started doing that. Because they made Metroid Dread. And, what else? Metroid Prime 4, which was decent. And then, Kirby. They've been making a lot of Kirby games now, thank God. And now recently, they've brought back Star Fox. And I know it's the third, fourth remake of 64. But even then, at least they brought it back, which means now they're interested in making newer games. Because it's if they just do remakes of older Star Fox games, then that means they could just make new sequels in the near future for it. Because they see the potential in it now, again. I'm glad. Because now that means that... And also, by the way, Fire Emblem, because I forgot that. I know that makes them a lot of money, too, because people go crazy for that. That means, too, they could bring back some of the old stuff like F-Zero and Golden Sun. And maybe, just maybe, I don't know if this will happen, is Elite Beat Agent. Yeah, there's a lot of games. A lot of games that they could bring back. I mean, I don't know about Nintendogs, though. Because I know that was a series that they did for, the DS and 3DS, and then they just stopped altogether for that. So if they wanted to, they could technically bring it back for the Switch, because I'm sure there's ways to make it work. But again, they have a lot of games. I mean, Element, they returned back one of their most obscure games that people rarely knew about. What was it called? The Detective, I think it was Famicom Club? I think that's what it was called. Wait, let me look it up and see, just to make sure. That was a super obscure one that nobody knew about at all. Until, they made a new release for it. Let's see. Go find it. Detective Famicom Club. I got it right. Yeah. It was called Famicom Detective Club. That was one of their oldest games from the Nintendo or Famicom. And now they brought it back. There was another one too they made a while ago for the Wii. Oh yeah, Chubby Robo gets a new game every once in a while, but that's another one they could bring back too if they wanted to. They really could. Let's see, what was the other one? It was a Nintendo Wii game. No, Nintendo Wii exclusive. They made a long time ago. I think it was Hotel Dusk. That was I think that was on the DS. That's another one they could bring back. Wait, let me make sure. There's a lot that Hotel Dusk. Yeah. It was Hotel Dusk, room 215. They wanted to bring that back. They could, and it would do really well on the Switch because it's technically a visual novel style game. So it'd be super easy to bring that back. But no, there was another game. I need to look for it. Like Wii only games. What was it called? Like it had like a girl with white hair, and they brought it back recently on the Switch. Let me see if I can find it, because there's like an entire list of exclusive Wii games, only exclusive to the Wii. So I need to look. Let me see if I can find it. Because I'm not counting like Super Mario, Donkey Kong, obviously, and Animal Crossing and Smash Bros. And these, because yeah, they're exclusives, but this one was definitely one of them because they made the game. No. It wasn't Trauma Center. I know that's one of those DS games that also got into the Wii. Was it Trauma Center? No. It wasn't. I mean, that was a good series, though, I will say. They should bring that back for the Switch. A lot of people don't know about that game at all. They'll be like, Trauma, what? Yo, am I getting Trauma? Do I have Trauma? I get Trauma every day? No, it's not that. But it's definitely one of those games that should be played. I should play it on here for you guys when I get the chance. So many underrated games that really anybody plays or talks about anymore that are forgotten. I mean, again, that's what I mean. Why some indie devs decide to make spiritual successor games to these IPs. Because if some of these companies were smart, they would bring them back. And that's what I mean. Also, I don't know how many of us have Sparking Zero, but maybe we could play for the podcast. I thought about buying the game because I know I have somebody who has the game that plays it. And I wouldn't mind playing Sparking Zero because I heard it's really good. But wait, before I get sidetracked, let me see if I can find this game. I want to, like, I know what it is. Remember, it came out on like DS and then I think the Wii. What it was called? No, it's not Captain Rainbow. I mean, that's one of them. That's like the most obscure, underrated games from Nintendo. What was it called? Not House of the Dead. No, that's not obscure. Everybody knows what House of the Dead is. Do you play Sega games? Where is it? You know what? Maybe I should type in white girl, girl with white hair. Maybe Nintendo game. Maybe it'll show up. Girl with white hair video game on Nintendo. Detective Girl? No, that's not it. And no, that's not Near Automata. Oh, Another Code. I think that's what it was called. I think it was, yeah, it was that. It was that. Another Code. Another Code. Is that one. That's the game. But it has more games, though. Yeah. It's this one. It's called Another Code R. A Journey into Lost Memories. That's the one. That's the one. Like that. Oh my god, man. There's so many good Wii games. Like, I mean, I can't say that Wii was underrated because there was like a lot of people that did play the Wii. I mean, the Wii was like a really good video game console for the time. It sold a lot. So I can't say that, oh, it was like underrated. I mean, technically it is. Because there's some games people don't know about besides the, basic Nintendo stuff, like anything Mario, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon related. So yeah. Also, that Hospital Wii game. played that back then. Yeah, Wukong. It was good. It was really good. Also, like Epic Mickey and Smash Bros. Brawl. Ah, yeah. Also was good, John, by the way. Yeah. Like, those were really, really good. Really, really good. But yeah, I think it was definitely this one. Another code. Because there's like a whole bunch of these games that came out on like DS. And then the Wii. Then finally, they brought it back on Switch. But I forgot if it was like a remaster of the original games or just like a recollection or whatever. But yeah, it was this one. It was this game with this girl. Like, she has that really early 2000s like style to her design. And again, Nintendo has a lot of good like games from way back, and if they brought them back, I'm sure they would do well, because there's always an audience for a lot of stuff, a lot of things. Like, you could say, oh, but people don't like these games anymore. Well, in this day and age, people will play anything because of how gaming is. So you can't really say that that's not the case. But why does it for me? Yo, I need to figure out why it just enlarges the image. Maybe it's the resolution, probably. But yeah, you know, this game. Really, really underrated game. Rarely people know about it. But yeah, you're right though too, Wukong. Trauma Center was definitely a fun game on DS. The game was stressful, but it was fun, man. Yo, I should consider that in the near future one day, making my own Trauma Center style game. We get to play as doctors. That'd be pretty fun. Because I think they stopped making those so long ago, and they had potential to be really good. Because it's like, you know, I know sometimes they just assume that what more can you really do with a series like that? But you'd be surprised, man. Trauma Center had a lot of potential to be good, like real good. But, you know, again, they squander it because it's like, oh, there was probably no money in it. I think that was like, what? It was made by Atlas, right? They made the game? They developed it? Or I forgot if they were the publishers. No, they were both. And again, it had a lot of potential, but those guys were like, nah, we don't really care for games like those anymore. We only care about Persona, because that's our moneymaker now. And, you know, you can't blame them, because if, you know, Persona is making that cash, that dough for them, then why not? Kushowa, will you play Ace Attorney again? Oh my god, yo, I should play Ace Attorney again. It was really fun. Although I think I might have to try my best with the voice acting, because I know the last time I did it, it's not the best, but it's like, I'll try to the best of my abilities to make the voices like listenable, just to some degree. It's gonna be cringy so well. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it because I haven't gotten the chance to play the other Ace Attorney games yet. Like, let's see, what Ace Attorney games have I not played? But, well, most of them for you guys. I've played them all, of course, on my own, way back in the day, obviously. But I mean, for the channel itself, I would say the first one, I don't know if I've played the first game on here. I know the other ones I haven't played, like Justice for All, and what was it? Trials and Tribulations. And let's see, the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, you know, which is like the sequel to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Then Investigations, and then 2, now that they finally brought it over. And then again, kind of like the Great Ace Attorney also brought that over too, which I'm happy about. And I think Duel and Destinies, like, again, the only game they haven't, like, you know, made a remaster yet for Ace Attorney is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. It's the only one. All the other Ace Attorney games have remasters now. So if you want to play all those games, you could. but that's the only one that has not received one yet. But yeah, though, I wouldn't mind playing them. I'd be down for it. Like 100%. It's a love Ace Attorney. It's a classic. And there's probably more games I do need to play for you guys that you don't know about and introduce you to all of you to play for the channel. Like Trauma Center, obviously. So I bet you if I didn't say the name of that game just now, you would have been like, Trauma, what? Trauma, who? So a lot of you guys will probably be interested and look it up yourself. Or, you know, the day comes when I play it myself, you guys will gain some interest and want to play it. Because this is one of the many, am I saying that right? Atlas? Right? Yeah, no. Atlas. Where these guys have made so many different games. That's not just Persona. Because I know they've done like, again, I'm butchering this name too. I think it's Shin Megami Tensei? Yeah, that one. That series is another game that, you know, they still make, obviously, because it's like, without that game, we would have never gotten Persona. Oh yeah, there's Metaphor. Metaphor is another one I've wanted to play from them. There's also the spin-off game too they made. What was it called? I think it's Devil Survivor. Now, let me type it in. I think it's from the same series. I don't know if it's Devil Survivor. Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. That's like another spin-off next to Persona that they rarely make games or even talk about anymore. It's like super underrated from these guys. Kind of like, you know, Square Enix, where they have like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Quest, but then the minute you mention The World Ends With You, and it's like, what? Or, you know, if you mention The Bouncer, or Our Guys, Tobal, or what was the other one? I think it's Brave Fencer Musashi. Wait, I don't know if I'm saying. Let me go get it. Again, there's a lot of games, man, that these two rarely remember because, again, it didn't make the money and they didn't bother continuing with it. And that's what I mean. That's why we leave it to the indie devs to be like, look, if you don't want to continue this, then we will. I mean, that's why, you know, when it comes to Konami and their games, now they're starting to realize, yeah, we need to make more new games for our IPs, or people will come in and make their own spiritual successors to our stuff. And then people want to play theirs over ours because we haven't made a new game for like years. Puts the pressure on them. That's how you get them to make new shit. Like, that's pretty much how you do it. Like, you got to be smart about this, you know, make your own game, your spiritual successor to it. You'll take their money from them and piss them off. I mean, you know, again, that's why you have games like Bloodstained for that reason. Because it was so good that, you know, Konami was like, yeah, this whole pachinko thing wasn't doing well. Fuck this. Let's just keep making like games because that makes money. Which they should have done that a long time ago. Also, is Star Fox or Metroid better? Honestly, I think they're equally both good in their own right. You can't really compare them. Yeah, man, I know they both take place in space, obviously. But there are two completely different games that you can't even compare. That's like comparing Mario Kart to Gran Turismo. Yeah, they're both racing games, but in two different ways. Two different styles. Or, you know, that's like comparing Smash Bros to Street Fighter. Like, they're not the same style of fighting game. So that's what I mean. But both games are really good. And I'm glad they're getting a lot of love, recognition. And Pikmin's also getting love again, too. That's good. Because Nintendo needs to realize that people are going to come in and just, you know, take their IPs. And I don't mean like actual IPs from them, but I meant like, you know, if people want to go in and be like, we're going to make our own spiritual successor to your game, so you better step up and make a new sequel to these IPs, or that's it. Nintendo. Goes for you, Capcom. Like, what's stopping, people from making a new Captain Commando or Strider or Darkstalkers or Dino Crisis? Like, people could do it if they want to. If they want to make a spiritual successor to all these games, they could. I mean, there's somebody making a spiritual successor to Parasite Eve. And I bet you if that game does really well, Square Enix is going to be like, wait, you still own that, right? Looking through the archives of all their games they've released over the years. My God, we still own that. Gotta make a new game. Well, I honestly don't know if they still own it. Because I heard that apparently the third game that came out on PSP and they called it the Third Birthday was just... I mean, it technically was a third game to the series, but, it had a lot of legal issues. It's like one of those. But yeah. Also, peace out, Spooky. Again, like I said, that's the whole reason why I'm doing my game in the first place. Because there's some IPs that, I miss and I want to see return back, but Sony's not going to do it. Atlas is not going to do it. Or Irem, if people remember that studio. And, Nintendo and Microsoft and so many other companies aren't going to return back these old IPs that people want to see return back. And I get it. It didn't make money at the time, but that's because, the internet wasn't a thing back then, or it wasn't as massive as it is now. You could easily do that in this day and age. Like, you make a game, indie game, or make a new sequel to said game, and people will lose it. I mean, look when people got excited for, the fact that we're getting a new Spyro game again. If that isn't proof otherwise that people really still care about these IPs, then I don't know what else I gotta say. I mean, even for the fact that we're getting a season 2 for The Wolf Among Us, like, people still care about these games, obviously. And, the same could be said for, like, Klonoa, or Crash, or Croc. I mean, hell, even for super, really underrated, obscure games like Toomba. So many games that people love. Even Knights. People still want a new game. I mean, Amigo returned back. So, if it's possible for him, then, it could be possible for Knights too. I mean, even Crazy Taxi. People got hyped for that. And, I can imagine how it would be like if you decide to make new games for their other Sega titles, like, again, Golden Axe. I mean, people are still hype, and we're still happy that Shinobi returned. Again, people care for these IPs, and they still do to this day and age. You can't say otherwise, because people make a lot of fan art, animations, and do interviews with the people behind the original, games, developers and voice actors. They all want to see something new, and they still could. Oh, look at Shenmue, and I'm like, oh man, I want the story to be concluded. I don't want to have to wait 10 more years for Shenmue 4 or 5. Because God, that shit gets stretched out for so long. Oh my lord. Also, do you people still play Dispatch? Oh yeah, that was one game I know everybody wanted me to play. I should one day. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of games I'm going to be playing on the channel. Obviously. Always will be. But, every now and then I have to not stream because I need to focus on making, the demo and the trailer. I actually have to talk with these guys to get it done, because that is really important. And I don't want to just, as much as I would love to stream every single day, there's going to be moments where I might, and then there's times where I won't. So yeah. This game is important to me. And I'm not going to, stop working on it because I want to get it done. There's gonna be a reason why. And when the time comes when I show to all of you what it is, but for now, it's still, being developed at the moment. It's still being worked on. Just for the trailer and demo alone. And then also planning out the Kickstarter too. So I will update you guys on that ever so often. I will. Trust me. Not gonna leave you guys in the dark about it. It's because, again, sometimes there's gonna be moments where I gotta be really silent. Because, again, I'm working on it. And I don't want to show too much. But I will say if I had to show one little piece from it, just to show otherwise, I will show one thing, maybe two for you guys. Hopefully it doesn't enlarge it, because it's I don't know what is with OBS doing this. If I had to show you guys so far, obviously I've shown you guys this a long time ago of my main character, Yusuke. But I know I have another piece that I can show you guys. But, again, just one. Just one piece. And then after that, you guys are gonna have to wait. Because again, there's a lot I could show you guys. A lot that I would love to show you, but I really want to keep it as a surprise for now. And build up the hype and anticipation for it. So let me go grab this piece right now. Because I have it in a folder of concept art of what's already done. But yeah. See, this is one of the many weapons and gadgets so far for it. And it looks, you guys have no idea, it's great. It looks good. And I'm hyped for this. I really am. Also, Kush, is your OBS lagging or crashing out? As its moments, but it's not often when it happens, surprisingly. Again, it happened a lot more oftenly on Twitch than it did on YouTube. But yeah, again, like I said, these are two of the pieces to show you guys. But I have more, trust me, I have more. And I do have a song, I do have a track that I could play for you guys on here. You could see. Which, by the way, it's already been copyrighted, so I could let you guys listen to it. Just so you can understand, you get somewhat of a taste of what the music's gonna be like. Because I know I have this playing, but I could play it for you guys for a quick sec. Because it's not like that music will get copyrighted because I own it. I've copyrighted a lot of my stuff. So, yeah, it's always good to do those things just in case. But let me show you guys just one track. Just one track for you guys so you can listen to it. Just trust me when I say this. You guys will fucking love it. It's gonna be great. So let me just turn this off for a quick sec. And then you guys could listen to it. Just trust me when I say. You guys are gonna love this. It's gonna be good. Let me mute this. And then I'll turn it back on once this is done playing. So here we go. Time for you guys to listen to one of the level 1 track for the demo / game. So enjoy. Yeah, there you go. Just and that's just one of the many tracks that we've done so far. So yeah, it is. Oh my god, I would love to share more of these tracks with you guys. There's so many more that we've done that it's just a bop. Like especially the hub theme. Like when I listen to that shit, it gets me like so excited. You have no idea. I'm like ready to like play my own game. They have no idea. Also, hello to everybody in the chat. Sorry if I haven't answered any of your questions or said hi. I was just bopping to the song myself. And again, we have more. Even voice clips too. For the main character himself, Yusuke. Like he like actually has a voice. So don't think like, oh, he's gonna be mute like he's like Link from The Legend of Zelda. He actually does have like a voice. So let me show you guys before we're like done. Because I know that I've been talking about all this stuff this entire stream. But again, I've been having fun with this stream, man. You have no idea. I've been enjoying myself just talking and chilling. Like, yo, I could do a whole bunch of these and have fun just talking. And that's it. And it feels relaxing. It feels soothing to be able to make a stream like this. But, you know, at the same time, I don't want to just make it to one of those, like, you know, talk stream channels only. But even people do a lot of those. You know, it's fine. It's not an issue, I think, for me. Because, you know, sometimes you're not going to always have the chance to really, like, you know, watch it. You know, then maybe you just prefer to listen. You know, that's okay, too. It's fine. You just, like, listen. I mean, there's times where I, like, listen to people where if I can't watch the video itself, even though I know there's something going on screen, I could just listen to at least to the person's voice and be like, you know what, that's good enough for me. Like, I'm okay with that. Because at least I'm trying to listen in on what they're saying. Sometimes, you know, when you're occupied with doing stuff and you feel like you want to focus on that other thing, you know, listening in on just their voice alone is enough. It's like, I can't watch it, but you know what? I'll let the video play or the stream play in the background while I just try to get my stuff done. That's what I do sometimes. I just listen to the person, whoever it is. It's like a big YouTuber, podcaster, or any small channel. I just listen to their voice. Like, look, I want to at least give them my support by at least trying to listen. If I can't watch it, at least I'll let the video play for them of whatever video it is and listen to it in the background. So I could show my support. But you know, there's times where I do watch the full video of any like YouTuber. But yeah. But let me get this and then that's pretty much all I can show for you guys so far. Like for example, here's voice clips for the main character himself when he completes a level. I got a whole bunch of these in a folder. Telling you, man. I'm really excited for this. You have no idea, everybody. Also, Kush, for the next podcast, you and the boys should talk about the Lego scandal drama on Sunday. You'll have no idea. I think we mentioned that a long time ago. I think we did. I think we made an episode talking about the Legos bricks and minifigs like situation. Because that was a crazy thing to happen to like Ben. And he's still getting a lot of support, which I'm happy. Because that story is just, oof. These guys screwed up pretty bad, man. Like, really, really bad. And then the police finding out they're corrupt in Utah. Not in New York, because I don't think it's, like, that bad. But over there in Utah, oh. And I'm just, wow. Also, hey Kush, I'm at work and not on break yet, but I'm in the bathroom just wanting to say hello. What's up? Also, what's good, Kermit? Oh yeah, I forgot Kermit too. Kermit appears every once in a while whenever he's not working. I know a lot of you guys are usually working or doing something really important, but I know you guys drop in and say hi every once in a while, which I appreciate. You know, it means a lot to me. But yeah, that's like one of the many voice clips for the main character of my game, along with the one track. And again, like I said, I have a whole bunch more, including the one for the trailer itself, the main menu, and the hub for when you come from a level, and then also trying to get the might try to do like a training level like music. You know, I don't want to just use the like hub music for just like the training. I want it to be different between the two, where it's like, okay, you're in the hub, you have like, oh, you got to enter this little pad to get into, you know, the level selection to select what level you want to go to. Then there's like the training area where you could go to like train and all that. Like, again, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. And like, I'm excited for it. But just to let you guys know, I'm gonna give you guys one final little taste of it, and we're done. We're done with that for now. And then I will have to keep that on the like down low. But you know, so far I haven't really talked about like that at all. You guys know about it now because, you know, doing a chill and talk stream. Or a talk and chill stream. Which I should probably make an update video letting everybody know about it, so everyone will get the chance to see it, because I know not everybody is going to see this stream. So yeah. But again, thank you guys for all your support though. I appreciate it immensely. You have no idea all the like support you guys give. Like, it helps out a lot. And, you know, you all try your best to support me as much as possible. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all. I know you all try, and I know you're all going through your own struggles at the moment. And I don't blame you guys. We all go through stuff every day. I can't say, oh, my life is like 10 times worse compared to yours, because I don't know how everybody's life is. Like, we all go through something. Even when people think like, oh, like these guys have it easy, like they have no right to complain. You don't know that, man. We all go through a lot in our life. Rich or poor. We all go through a lot. And it's okay. We all go through struggles. We just have to understand each other. We may not be in one another's shoes, but just knowing that you're going through your own thing, you know, I understand, and I try to be supportive. Because, again, it's not easy. Life is hard for all of us. Well, we all try to fight our demons every day, and we're still doing it. But as long as we wake up every day knowing that, you know, everything's going to be fine, we stay positive, we stay happy, we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. Trust me. We'll be good. Just take my words into consideration, to heart, and you will be fine. You'll be okay. Just know that, no, Papa Kush has got you guys. Always. Support you guys. Positivity is the best thing we could do. But now, when I'm streaming and playing a game and getting angry, that's a different story. That's all about me having fun and enjoying the game, because that's me. But not a lot of people are going to be like me and get angry when playing a game. Some people know how to handle it better. Me, you know, I have my moments where I'm going to be like, I'll just get really pissed off at that game because it really pissed me off. Like Sonic Advance the other day. I mean, I still have that one video that I play when I need to like let it out and be like, you know what, this is going to be my way to like vent my frustrations when I can't scream. Because I don't want to irritate anybody. But I feel like I already do it anyways, just by playing that. It's pretty funny though. And also, what's good? What does that say in the text? I'm looking through my phone right now. Meme? Band? Is that what that says? 262? Well, either way, thank thank you for checking out my stream. And also, yeah, man, there's a lot of people now realizing that I have this channel. Because I think it's now people are slowly starting to come in and be like, respect. Subscribe and like. Oh, everybody's running. It's slowly everybody's coming back. And again, like I said, I appreciate you guys supporting me. Thank you. You know, thank you for all the love and support. And when this game comes out, I think you guys are gonna love it even more. But, you know, again, like I said, I try. But before I do end this stream, let me play the last voice clip that I have for my main character, Yusuke. And I'm not saying I like Yosuke. I mean, I was thinking about it because it just sounds like a cooler name, but Yusuke is still good. Still like Yusuke. Yusuke is good. But, you know, this is him saying the actual name of the game itself.
Neko break out. Neko break out. Neko break out.
There you go. Trust me when I say this, man. It's gonna be worth it. The hype. You guys are not gonna regret it. It's gonna blow your minds when you play this. If you're a fan of a particular IP and series like I am, you're gonna love it. But, you know, that's it for now, showing anything of the game at the moment, because I don't want to show too much, because I want, again, like I said, I want everything to be a surprise. So I'm just gonna keep you guys in the dark for now for updates in the game. But I will try to release at least the teaser, not a trailer just yet, because that's gonna take a few more months until everything is set up and ready, from all the assets, from the first level to the hub to the training room to the main character himself to the antagonists, you know, like, you know, the minions, of course, like the little robots and the cats. Yeah, it's gonna have cats. And the villain and the, you know, like, I guess secondary character who's gonna assist him. I meant two of them. And again, like the gadgets that I'm gonna be making for the demo exclusively for now, of what you guys will see, get the chance to like play and try out, along with the music and one like level to play. Although if I do make a demo in the near future, again, a second one, I will try to add more. You guys could get a little bit more of a taste of it, and then it's like, there you go, you got all you need. Also, I miss your content. I mean, I appreciate it, you know, like, man, I didn't think anybody actually remembered like me at all. I don't know if it did, but for those who actually have, thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And also, I'm sorry, Yannick, man, but this game is gonna have cats, so I'm sorry, bro. I know what to say. My game is gonna have cats. Whether you like it or not, that's my game. It's gonna have my cats, my gatos, my nekos. Because I know in Japan it's like what? It's like neko? Neko? Like cats in Japanese? So yeah. Like I remembered you ever since middle or late year of elementary. Again, thank you though. Appreciate it. You know, like, again, for all of you, you know, seeing the channel and like, and if you can share and, you know, like, you know, like let everybody know, I guess. And again, like I said, right now it's growing slowly but surely, and I'm glad you're all giving me support. But I promise you all, with this game, I will definitely not let you guys down. It's gonna be a really good one. I can't wait. Also, again, like I said, every once in a while I'll try to do some of these, but I will have to make an update video again for you guys in the near future. because I can't just only update you guys in a stream, because I don't think you guys are gonna want to listen through my rants of me talking about, like, you know, the gaming industry as a whole, gaming studios, and, you know, gaming, you know, and all that in between, like the updates between my game. But, you know, I just want to let you guys know that now I've made a new gaming studio, because again, I didn't know that Overdrive Games was copyrighted. I kind of did the research and I assume it did, but I guess somebody else took it. And that was my fault, not copywriting that at the time. But now I've been copywriting a lot of stuff more to make sure otherwise. That's what I've done. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing more when it comes to particular things. But again, thank you all for subscribing to the game studio, like Kushowa Games, and also the Twitter page following it. Thank you all. Which, again, like I said, if you ever wanna like follow it or subscribe to it, I'll make sure to link it in the description for you guys so you can. And also, yes, I know, but before I do end the stream, yeah, also let's get Undead Nerd. And also, yes, I know about Bonnie, what is it, Taylor? Like, I apparently heard about that. Like, she passed away, and she's made, like, one of the most iconic songs when it comes to, like, old music. Because I think she did the I Need a Hero. Wait, right? Like, I think it was her who made that. She was the one that made that song, like, long ago. And the Total Eclipse from the Heart. Like, oh my god, man. We're starting to see, like, more musicians, celebrities, and, like, people that we all grew up with, like, slowly, like, just, you know, die. And it's, like, sad. I wish it didn't have to come to that, but it just goes to show that, you know, we're getting old, man. But that's why we have to enjoy the people in our life while we still have them. I appreciate that we still have a lot of people that we care for. And, you know, not to say if people are dead, we're not going to care for them anymore, because we always will. People still love Stanley to this day. People still love Kevin Conroy and Satoru Iwata. And obviously, you know, Jason David Frank. A lot of people that we all looked up to, admired. Always miss them. And even Technoblade. I mean, I never really grew up with Technoblade, but, you know, I did watch his videos way back in the day, and, you know, he was still a pretty cool, chill guy. Made fun Minecraft videos. Again, a lot of these people, even Ed from Ed's World, all of them, we still miss them to this day. Always will. We'll never forget them. Also, Robin Williams, funny man, miss him to this day, and it breaks my heart what's happened between him and Jason. And yes, also Etika too. I wasn't a massive fan of Etika like that, but I will say, for the people that did love him and miss him, you know, I still respect him, because bro gave it his all. Even with the struggles he was going through, he still tried to make people happy. Again, like most of these guys, they tried making others happy instead of themselves. And, you know, like, you gotta appreciate, admire, and respect that. And I respect them for, you know, putting their happiness aside over ours, because they cared for a lot of their fans. They truly did. And even if it meant they were depressed the way they were and went out the way they did, they still cared for their fans enough and their family. Yep. And also Chuck Norris and Ozzy, like Osbourne. A lot, again, like I said, a lot of them, man. So that's why, you know, you can't say they will be forgotten, because they never will. But yeah, I think I'm done for now, though. I don't want to get too emotional. So, you know, thank you all for, like, watching, you know, and listening in onto my Kushowa Talk and Chill stream. And you know, I'll see you all next time for tomorrow, because I have a special game I definitely want to play for you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Love to all my brothers and sisters, and I will definitely make sure when the time comes to update you guys on particular things. So, love you guys.